Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video. We're exploring Rainbow Sheen Obsidian. Now this is an interesting type of obsidian. It's got these colours, I'll give you your extreme close up there. Hopefully you can see the kind of shades of green and pink in there. And these are formed by nanoparticles of magnetite within the obsidian, which is obviously a volcanic glass formed from volcanic eruptions. A really interesting obsidian because it's got those shades of green and pink in it, all those ones of those heart chakra. So it has a fiery energy of a volcano with the loving energy of the green and the pink. Now this has got lots of different uses for it. In fact, one very old and famous use for it was Nostradamus used it to scry with to actually foretell future events. So this is a magical crystal and we're going to explore it here in this video and find out how you can create your own future using Rainbow Obsidian. Rainbow Sheen Obsidian has a really interesting play between those loving energies and those fiery and also grounding energies. It can actually be quite an earthing, settling or grounding crystal, really helping to connect to your heart to the heart of the earth. So if you need to settle down and remember the love of the universe, then meditating with this, holding it against your heart and one hand on the earth could be really great. And after a while you'll start to tune into the energy of the earth and really feel that connection in that type of way. It's also really good to do that activity and let go of anything you want to let go of. Remember, black crystals are protective and remove unwanted or low vibration energies. So do that. Feel the energy, this fiery energy of the obsidian, and send that energy out of your body into the earth to be rebalanced, and then allow light to come back in. So working with this obsidian can be really settling and really grounding on your energy and allow good things to come back in. So if you're going through a period where things are a bit scattered and a bit up in the air, then a Rainbow Sheen Obsidian could be a really good asset for you. By meditating with Rainbow Sheen Obsidian, it can really help you start to understand what truly makes you happy. What I recommend doing, and this is a great activity to do on the new moon, is close your eyes, relax, and really start to ask yourself, what is my bliss? What truly makes me happy? Now can you answer those questions? What makes you happy? Totally fulfillingly happy. Not maybe an instant gratification, but really feeds your soul. And contemplate that on the new moon. Working with this can also help you realize what you're doing to stop or block your own happiness. It's all things we'd love to be doing that would make us happy, but why aren't we doing them? A lot of the time it's because we don't feel we're good enough or that we can. There's a bit of a should that we've grown up that we must do this, or we must be, we must earn money, or we must look after the kids, or one of those types of things. But there's ways to find that happiness, and Rainbow Sheen Obsidian can help you go deep into the recesses of your soul and find out what truly makes you happy and how you can actually make that happen. This is a beautiful one to work with the new moon. It will allow you to come up with those new realizations and start putting them into process, as well as strip away those things that are standing in your way, standing in those blockages. This crystal works really well with good old rainbow moonstone. So as you work through a lunar cycle, maybe the lunar cycle focus might be, let's get rid of what doesn't make me happy and let's find out what does. Who wouldn't want more happiness in their life? Because of this, working with Rainbow Sheen Obsidian can also help to cut the mental or the thought patterns that actually cause dis-ease in our life. Authors like Ines Segal and Louise L. Hay talk about the link between our thoughts and our emotions and how that can actually cause disease. So explore what their work is and start to work out what thought patterns and things that are making you unhappy are possibly making you sick as well. With those green and pink tones in your Rainbow Sheen Obsidian, this is the crystal of love. And if you want a bit of direction on what you should be doing in your love life or where to find love, then try Scrying with Rainbow Sheen Obsidian. Now Scrying, what that involves is you get a nice flat piece, maybe probably a bit bigger than this, or even a sphere, and you want to have a candlelight and sit in the darkness, and as you do that, allow yourself, your eyes to kind of go out of focus and just reflect on the colourful, kind of the shine of the candle reflects on that colourful sheen of the obsidian. As your conscious mind kind of goes out, allow the subconscious to come up and your soul to whisper what you should be doing with your love. Now, because obsidians are protective as well, this can really help you to be powerful and strong and help you to get out of abusive relationships, whether they be romantic or any type of relationship. Like a volcano, it helps you to find that power within and to bring that up so that you can stand up for yourself and make decisions. And as you leave relationships, whether they're abusive or just it's time to leave, these can really help you to get rid of hooks and those emotional ties that you may have. One great visualization to do, especially if you can get a rough piece of rainbow sheen obsidian, is close your eyes, see the emotional ties, maybe an energetic bond, a coloured energy between you and a person or you and an item, and then take that thing and swipe it and cut that bond and feel that break and let that go. This is also a really good crystal to counteract bitterness. If you're bitter at someone for any reason whatsoever, and sit with this and really look at why. Is it to do with a jealousy, or what would really make you happy? And I'm sure it's not their suffering, it would just be the relief of your own suffering. So contemplate that as you meditate with your rainbow sheen obsidian. Now, one of my other combinations that I love to do with rainbow sheen obsidian is combining it with moldavite. Now, this is really good to help you fall back in love with life again, and also just to love again. Sometimes through relationships we can get a bit jaded or a bit bitter, and we don't kind of put ourselves back into love. This helps us realign with love. You've got a really powerful moldavite, which really helps with that gratitude, and rainbow sheen obsidian helps with helping to find what will make you happy. And so these two together are really good. If you're just exhausted, can't love anymore, you just don't care about the world, then try working with these two. Either wearing them as jewelry, one in each hand in meditation, especially laying out at night on the ground and staring up at the stars can be a really powerful thing. Now, if you want to superpower that and you really want to bring a burst of love into your life, combine it with either tugtapite, emerald, or ruby. With that trio, moldavite, a rainbow sheen obsidian, and one of those three, it'll really help to give a big burst of love. Passionate love. The emerald will give you that real wise love, the ruby that real kind of empowered love, and the tugtapite a real passionate type of love. While working with rainbow sheen obsidian, there's a couple of things you can do to maximize your results and get the most out of this obsidian. The first thing to do is to cleanse it, and I use either the element of fire or earth to cleanse this obsidian. Now, with fire, if you want a real vital, passionate, empowered kind of energy, then either leave it near an open fire about a metre away so it doesn't get too hot, or pass it through a candle flame 3 times quickly, and this will give a real fiery energy to the crystal and bring it back to its natural balance. If you want a more nurturing, loving energy, then use the element of earth and bury it in the natural piece of earth. Now, make sure you leave a nice marker and not a leaf that will blow away, because then you end up digging up the whole garden trying to find the obsidian afterwards. But just leave it there overnight if you can, ideally, or even just for a few hours. Now, once you've cleansed it, I like to bring in other energies as well that correspond with this. Now, I always call on an animal guide, and the animal guide I work with when it comes to rainbow sheen obsidian is the sunbeam snake. Now, just like this obsidian, when the sun shines on the scales of the sunbeam snake, the black scales turn to these beautiful rainbow colours. It's really luminescent and beautiful. And both these, the snake and the obsidian, show us that when we head towards the light, when we go towards what makes us happy, we really truly start to shine and our true colours show. So if you need to start sharing your gifts and sharing your joy and light with the world, then work with these two together. Now, the plant that I work with, normally in the form of an essential oil, is ocotea, spelled O-C-O-T-E-A. And this is a cleansing and purifying essential oil, but it doesn't have that astringent smell like maybe a tea tree or a lemongrass. It actually smells more like a kind of cinnamon. It's really warming. And so it helps to warmly coax you towards getting rid of what doesn't work in your life, as does the obsidian. So working with these three together, hold your rainbow sheen obsidian, get 3 drops of the ocotea essential oil, rub it in your hand, take 7 deep breaths in, and then visualize yourself in your sanctuary, in a place in nature, with the sunbeam snake either wrapped around you or near you, and allow it to talk to you and commune with you, just like you would a guardian angel or a spirit guide, and see what happens with that snake energy, that obsidian and that ocotea all dancing around together. And maybe you'll find some keys to how you can unlock greater degrees of happiness in your everyday life. Astrologically, I work with 2 different planets. The first one is Venus, because Venus has that real loving energy, as does the rainbow sheen obsidian, and that real pleasure. It helps you to find pleasure, as this does as well. And then Pluto, because Pluto's all about that inner deep power, and just because this is obsidian, you've got that volcanic energy that comes up, and so this can awaken that happiness from deep within you. And so obviously Pluto doesn't have a day of the week, but Venus rules Friday, so Friday is a great day to work with your rainbow Sheen Obsidian. You know, Friday's a great day. We're finishing work if you've got a Monday to Friday job. You're thinking more about leisure and pleasure and happiness, and so the energy is really aligned in making yourself happy and doing what makes you happy. Now, have you worked with Rainbow Sheen Obsidian? I'd love to hear about your experiences, and so would our crystal community. So please, leave a comment in the section below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Barralet. Blessed be.